So actually, today we are going to see a tool that is used for to find vulnerabilities and issues in your code. Actually, we have already tools doing this work, but that will be like post build, post build process or post release process. Only it will be checking all your codes and it will be stating the issues that your code has. What sync provides is actually it is SNCC actually to pronounce it. What it what it does is even while you develop itself, it provides an like it analyzes your code even in your development setup itself. So then and there you can see what are the issues it finds, and then you can actually it provides the suggestion to solve that issue as well. So with that help, you can then and there you can solve the issue in the development phase itself. So rather than checking it after post build or post release, it can do that. So actually the topic is deep code. Previously, when this tool was developed, it was in the name of Deepcode. Actually, the SNCC company has acquired this tool, and it is now available in the name of SNCC. So let us see what and all it offers. I mean, this was the thing, like to understand what the SNCC is. It allows, it identifies the issues that can happen during the development phase itself. So let me tell the features that it has. Like it can integrate with our IDEs and it can check our own code, and then even we can have multiple dependencies into our projects. So if the dependency is open source, means it can access all its code, and even that also it scans for any security checks it does for that dependencies as well as the container images, those things and all also it will be checking. And even if we have any cloud configuration, the misconfiguration in the cloud setup, even that also it scans. So these are the things the SNCC tool does. So next, actually it uses 4 main tools, we can say, to be precise. So SNCC code is the thing that integrates into our development environment. So it analyzes the issues during the development phase itself. And the SNCC open source is the thing I just mentioned, like it will scan all the dependencies that you have included into your project. So SNCC container, it's like if you have container images, container image file in your project, means it also scans that one. And the IAC is the infrastructure as code, I believe. Yeah, infrastructure as code that we do in the cloud setup. So if any configuration issue is there, means it also checks that. So next is the how and all we can run this SNCC tool. So it has a dashboard already. And that is in the website they have. So we can just integrate our project via GitHub or GitLab. Few repositories it allows. So if you integrate that to an the SNCC tool, means as soon as you commit your code into the Git repository, it actually scans and it produces a summary like that. So that way you can run SNCC. And using CLI, command line prompts, you can, you can locate your project file, and with few commands, you can find out the issues in your code. So the next thing is IDE. So as I mentioned, like it provides integration to IDEs. So where you can, you can add as an extension to your IDE, like Visual Studio Code, IntelliJ, JetBrains. So Eclipse, these things and all, it is allowing. So you can add to a IDE. So then and there you can scan the issues and try to fix it. So it also provides a way to access their APIs. So it is in still development phase, I believe. So it is in preview actually. So in that way also we can able to access, run this SNCC thing. So next is the languages supported so far in the SNCC. So you can see the various language it supports as of now. And then I've mentioned, right? So various package managers also it is checking, right? So these are the various package managers it currently supports now. So yeah, this also I have mentioned already, like IDE supported or JetBrains, VS Code, Visual Studio, and Eclipse. Those things it is currently supporting. We can add as an extension and we can use this in SNCC tool. So to give a over idea of how the SNCC works with our workflow actually. So these are the things it by integrating SNCC, it is useful for us. So first is the ID integration, as I mentioned. So another thing like CI/CD integration. So this can be, I mean, the SNCC tool can be used as a separate task in your CI/CD pipeline. So we can add it so that if any security issues is reported, means it will block the release or build process. So that way we can use it. So various CI/CD pipelines it actually supports. So next is the Git repository, like GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket. From these repositories also we can configure it in the SNCC website, and it automatically, whenever the code gets checked in, it automatically scans the thing, and as a summary it will be available in the dashboard. That thing I'll show you. And as I mentioned, like container platforms, it can scan, and package managers that are dependencies that are used in our projects. And it even integrates with Jira, those things to track the issue, work items, those things. So that's all. I'll show a demo, a sample demo of it, how it works. So now I have a project. I think Visual Studio Code is visible, right? Yep. So yeah, you can see I've added a extension SNCC security, and then if you go to SNCC, it will ask for authorization. You can authorize it, and then like I've already scanned, so it is showing some errors. Like you can see this package file has some issues, so even that will be visible. So this is scanning my dependency, that is open source dependency, and showing the error actually. So if you can see here also, like it is giving some throwing some error that this could cause some problem in your code. So and also it provides suggestion to fix this issue. So you can see that example it has given. So these are actually open source projects that has a fix for it. So that from there it is fetching and providing us the uh, proposed solution to fix that issue. So in this way, we can able to identify in the development phase itself. That's the AI capability it provides, that the real-time checks it does. So for example, I have a code like this. So far, we have seen only the dependencies issues. What if our code has some issue? That's what I'm going to show you now. So in this file, I'm trying to add a code that may be vulnerable. I mean, it has some security issues, or code quality is not good as per SNCC's rules. So let me save it. So as soon as save it, it does a scan. It is actually rechecking and sending all the files again to its server and checking it again. So you can see like the issues are actually like categorized based on their severity. So this one is medium, so it is showing in a yellow color. And then if it shows in blue color, it's low prior, I mean low critical issue. This is high critical issue. So here in the code quality, you could see that issue actually. So I'll take up the I issue. So what it says, like the operator precedence is wrong here. So while executing, it may execute this one, and after that, it could check for this one. So it introduces a issue, right? So uh, actually, it is proposing a example solution here also. Like you have to get the value and then apply the operator. So in this way, I can, what I'll do is I'll first check the instance and then I'll check for the uh, not operator. So this way, this issue can be solved. And the other medium issue is this actually suggests us to directly don't use this is nan method. Instead, we can use um number dot isnan. So this way it is proposing like that. And then the next issue, it is saying instead of using this constructor, it is asking us to directly give declare the array. So if I save this, it is again scanning. So yeah, it has scanned and you can see this issue has been resolved. So now our code is clean actually. So this way we can use, and I wanted to show the dashboard actually. So this is the Sneak website. When you create an account, and then it'll be looking like this. So here I've logged in with the GitHub account. So it is already configured. My GitHub account is already configured. So if I add any repositories, projects in my GitHub repository means it would have directly, I can add it here. From here, I can add it. So if you go to projects, now I don't have any. So, but for example, I'm showing like it'll be scanning the repository frequently as soon as you commit the code like that. So this is the sample. They just show as an image that it contains all the issues and priority and those. As a summary, we can see all the issues it is showing us. And then these are the various integration thing I mentioned right in the slide. So these are the various integration options it allows so that we can integrate the Sneak to our workflow and we can use it. Yep. And then regarding the pricing of it, currently it has a free subscription, but with limited features actually. So it runs only 200 tests per month. So I ran, right? So whenever I save this thing, it reruns, right? So that and all is one test actually. So we can get a free, and then team as a team, I can get the license for it. And for enterprise, based upon the features we are choosing, the bill amount will be varying. And yeah. Yeah, that's all.